Hey guys, Matt Chan here with Train for the Win. 19.1's announced and another open is upon us. This is a pretty cool one. Starts off with a classic CrossFit couplet of rowing and wall ball shots. So you've got a pull, you've got a squat, and you've got a push. This is stuff that Train for the Win does religiously all year long, nearly once a week. And we've done the wall ball shot cal row every minute on the minute for 20 minutes going back and forth. So this is old news to us. So let's talk about some things that you can do to make your experience a little bit better and you can improve your score just a bit more. Things to focus on. So first, with the rowing, sit down on your rower and push menu back, more options, and then display drag factor. What you want to do on your rower before you start is adjust the drag factor by changing your damper setting. You do this to fall within a range of 120 to 135. If you were a lighter, more stamina-based athlete, you're going to want to be at that 120, around that range, and you'll do that by adjusting the damper setting down. If you're a heavier guy or a very strong person and you find yourself doing a big pull followed by a slow return to the catch, you'll want to be closer to 135 because that adds resistance. You'll find that you'll move the damper up a bit if you start at 120. So you set the drag factor, that will set your damper. Every rower is different. Make sure you start with that for your warm-up. Second, the calories per hour. Most of us will look at that unit of measurement instead of the meters or a 500 meter split. If you've come to know an every minute on the minute for 20 calories, we know that 1250 will safely get you under a minute if you have your drag factor set accordingly like I mentioned earlier. So if we're going to try for 8 rounds on our first attempt, what I would recommend is treat this thing as an every minute on the minute and then hit the last 2 rounds super hard. If you're going to do that, start out with that 1250 calorie per hour rowing rate. Now guys are going to find this a little bit easier. Ladies will likely have a harder time with that number, so adjust accordingly. But what we're aiming to do is complete it within about 55 seconds to 1 minute. Okay? Then you're going to transition quickly and you're not going to do a full squat clean extending the hip, but you're going to move on to the wall ball shot. Do a quick curl. Now let's talk about some things that, first about the wall ball shot. It's a 35 to 40 second set if you go unbroken. So it's fast. That means that you can easily come in with one complete round under 2 minutes. Things that will improve your score, trying to remain aerobic for as long as possible by exhaling at the bottom and exhaling at the top when you throw the ball in the air. Those two things will charge your body with oxygen and that'll allow you to exercise aerobically just a hair longer than if you hold your breath. Relax your shoulders when the ball's in the air. When you throw the ball in the air, consider dropping your hands to at least the shoulder height. Okay, we see people doing this wave around and then bringing their hands back underneath. I would recommend forgetting that. Throw the ball, bring your hands down. Catch it right here, squat. Okay, simple stuff. And then during your setup, this is something that you can do during warm-up. We like to take the ball in hand and touch it to the wall. Extend your arms fully, and where your feet are placed is where you should have your feet for every single set. So take a piece of chalk, draw a circle around your squat stance at that arm's distance. Now, set the ball down right in front of you so that when you get off that rower, you put your feet in the circles and you're ready to go. That's a great way of reducing the time it takes to get set up or have those mishaps like the ball rolling down the wall or you're too close to the wall and you're not getting a good bounce back away from the wall. Try that chalk trick. Now lastly, when it gets down to the last 3 minutes, it's go time. Okay, you don't want to go 100%, but at the same time, you're going to find that your row is going to fall apart. You're going to be rowing and not maintaining the same pace. So what I would recommend is focus on the basics. Okay, the basics would be keeping your trunk as solid as possible and reducing any flexion of the spine. Okay, so try to keep your shoulders back as you reach forward. Okay, get your arms fully straight and keep your hips back behind your shoulders as you reach towards the catch. People, as they get tired, begin to lean back as they come forward. Let's make sure you focus on the basics. Lastly, when you finish that pull on the row, snap Don't wait here, don't pull up to your head, just snap to the chest and back. Okay, allow those hips to snap, allow those arms to snap, and then get back to that catch. When you get tired, this is hard to do, okay? So just give it your all. During the wall ball shots, everybody can always do one more wall ball shot. So just in your head, just think, just one more, just one more, just one more, until you finish those 19 reps. That's 19.1. Good luck to you guys. If you're following Train for the Win, we're going to do this thing Friday. We're going to do it again on Monday. So those days in between, make sure you're following the program so that you can maximize your score during your second attempt.